everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Minnie Foxx Talk Show. Now, you know we put the Elite Network Talk Show to rest for a little while. So I'm so glad you took time to join me. Today on my entertainment category, I am so excited to have a wonderful musical genius, I call him. He's worked with the likes of all the Hollywood top names, and he's going to tell you all about it. But ladies, I need you to grab a pen. I want you to write down SD. SD as in Steve Devotion. Steve, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much.
You know, we plan all this gold and prettiness over here. I'm just a little closer to him so I can bling like him. You know how I work. Wonderful. So tell us what you're up to these days.
Man, just recording, putting together an album right now. I'm working with some people, and hopefully we'll get it released this year.
Oh, wonderful. Do you have a title for it already?
Not yet.
Okay. Did you write a song about me?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay,
called
good.
Glamour.
Glamour? Okay, so I get to be in that video. You are my witness. I get to be the leading lady in the Glamour video by Steve Devotion. Right.
Hey, that's right.
Promises, promises. We're going to pinky finger that one, right?
Pinky finger.
All right. So, in the house from Hollywood by way of Inglewood, tell us a little bit about what it was like being you right about 17 years old.
Around 17 years old, I had a job working over at the Great Western Forum.
Okay.
Fabulous forum in Inglewood, and got to meet many people in the industry, especially in the sports industry. Magic Johnson, Michael Cooper. Became very good friends with the late and great Jerry West, and the guy that owns the forum, who is like the biggest Laker fan. He made the Lakers. I like to use that
Okay.
name. Jerry Buss. He's a wonderful guy, and rest in peace on him. But he kind of introduced me to that entertainment field. You know, they used to take me around as their little, I guess I was their token.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys used to take me around town, and so I knew I wanted to be in the music industry or something similar to the acting or something, and just landed singing. It worked out for singing through church.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's fast track a little bit, and we're going to go between 25 and right about 35 in there. Okay. When you were building your career in the industry, some of the greats that you worked with, okay. Can you tell us a little bit about a few of them?
Okay, so I had started writing. I play also, so I was writing songs and stuff like that, and I ran into a few people out at a karaoke event, and they said that Sony Records was looking for a lead artist for this singing group called H2O, and that I should go and audition. Well, between the ages of 19 and 25, 26, I had been through the ringer. Okay. I'm in the studio recording for everybody, and I felt like I was getting more used than getting helped.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go and audition, but I left a message for them that if they're really interested in me, then they can come and hear me sing. And Sony Records came out to hear me sing, and I was signed to a deal through Sony Records. Black Tie Entertainment was an independent label through Sony by the Whispers. And we were produced by Brian McKnight and the Whispers and some other producers as well. So that's pretty much catapulted me into the industry, giving me an opportunity to be actually heard. Yeah, so that was very important to me at that time, and for some reason the label folded. Black Tie Entertainment, which was owned by the Whispers, folded, and so I was kind of left lingering, and from there I got a solo deal through Arista, through Radio Music Corporation, which is Ray Parker Jr.
Ooh, I love Ray Parker. So with them, what would you say is your style of music once you started to developing and evolving? Are you more jazz, R&B, soul, hip hop? Where you kind of fit in the music world?
It was kind of in between R&B and hip hop. Okay. Because a lot of times it's not what the artist is, it's what the music is, and you have to adjust to whatever tracks that you're writing to. Because a lot of times producers say, hey, can you write to this track? and then you get this track, and then it turns out the track is kind of hip-hop-ish, so you write to that, and you may not record that song for yourself, but you'll record it, and they might forward it to another artist if you're with a label, so yeah.
So are you a tenor?
Yeah, first and second.
First and second tenor? Let me hear a little bit of that. First and second tenor. This is
Really?
my good ear over there.
She wants me in her good ear.
We're giving the audience a little live, little of you. Let me hear something.
Something like that.
That's it. He's cheating.
Say, beautiful, you're so beautiful. Place my eyes on your face and I went everywhere. You're so beautiful, beautiful.
Ooh.
I'll give you the rest of the song later. Just making it.
I'm going to behave and not chime in and start singing because my voice hasn't warmed up this morning, but you will hear very soon a duet with us.
That's right.
Yes, we're going to be SD and the Fox.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm just funning with you. I do know that you and I have a lot in common that you didn't know. Many of the artists that you have worked with along the way, I've either met or worked with. And interesting enough, I know you did some things with Cat Williams, and I was around when Cat first got started, and he was doing comedy at home, laughing and giggling and just being super silly. And then all of a sudden it evolved into this amazing comedian that the world loves.
And he's one of the funniest guys on earth.
He is.
I still believe it, even though his career is kind of going up and down and leveling out. He's still one of the funniest guys.
He is, naturally. Naturally, he is.
Yeah.
And another natural that you've worked with that I met is Mike Epps. I was in Beverly Hills coming in, he was coming out of the elevator and I was standing in front of the elevator to go in. So when the doors opened, we literally almost ran into each other. And I said to him, oh, you're one of the funniest men in America. I don't know whether to hug you, kiss you, slap you. And he said, he said, how about you just give me a hug? And we laughed and chit-chat with each other for a little bit, you know. And then I also read that you worked with Sinbad. What did you do with him?
I briefly did an event with him. A lot of these things that I do with the celebrities is I'm in a rotation of working with them at private events.
Okay.
And a lot of times I go and I sing and I do things like that for their special events. Had that opportunity to start off with the Cat Williams, Sinbad. I did a boat party for his wife.
Okay.
And I have some other artists that I think you're really going to be interested in.
Oh, well, you know, I'm ahead of you because I read your history. Many of the people that you have worked with, you know, so it's always exciting when you can look at the history of that particular artist and see how they've grown and what has, how their career flows. And it just makes you feel really good because they were accepting you. You know what I'm saying? And then when the script flips, you know, they end up needing you for something.
That's great. I was excited too when they called.
Yes. Yeah. So earlier you mentioned we were talking about the Forum.
Right.
We spoke about Jerry Butts.
Jerry Butts, yeah.
Yes. I met Jerry Butts a long time ago, rest his soul. And when the Forum was orange, if that tells you how far back that goes.
Yeah.
My first Laker game, Worthy got hurt.
Wow.
And they took him out on a stretcher. Then I met Janet Jackson at the after party in the Forum Club.
Yeah, that's the
yes,
spot.
that was the spot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So who was your famous basketball player at the time?
At the time, it was Magic.
It was Magic. Yeah. He better say Magic.
But let me say this about it wasn't just Magic, because during that Showtime era, Magic Johnson brought something extra to the table. It was more than just basketball. It was like every celebrity in town would be at these events. So you weren't just going to see the ball players.
You weren't.
You were there for a lot of things. We hung out in that Forum Club. Me and Jeannie Buss. I was very good friends with Jeannie and Jim and John. And so I got to know that entire Laker family. Yeah.
It's interesting how you say the Laker family. We're going to pick up in just a moment after this commercial break, and we're going to find a little more information about Mr. Steve Devosion and how music moves his soul and spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting stage show you've ever witnessed, appearing live. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. Yes.
Hope this shit is better than last time, man. My name's attached to this shit. 40 dog, get on the door. Psycho showing the cash. That's enough for 5 birds. Let's see him. Who the f is that?
Don't worry, just ain't Albert.
What the f does he want? He's an ass-kissing motherfucker school, y'all. Just remember where it comes from. Who gets that kind of cash and low cash?
Gusto, how's it going?
Freeze, get me out now! Freeze! Get down! Freeze! Get down! Get down!
Well, happy birthday, Gusto.
My birthday was last week.
Yeah, well, I wanted you to have something to celebrate.
Fake ass Bruce Willis.
Hey, you can let him go. He's okay.
You set me up? You set me up?
I'm talking to the cops.
You dead, punk. Better buy that black dress for your mama.
Cell block 4 is waiting, Gusto.
There ain't nothing but brick and steel. That can't hold Gusto. That can't hold Gusto. Trust us. Hey, yo, man, when you gonna let us book Wacky D and Sunshine in this joint, man? I mean, we only got the hottest spot in all low cash.
Now, I have to admit, this is a wonderful little place.
I plan on giving a big party in this place tomorrow. You understand?
We can talk about it.
What you looking at, punk?
Nothing. Sorry.
Well, then, what's your name, punk?
Albert Brown.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Let's see, I got to get up in there. See, she only go out with rappers and entertainers and shit like that. She don't know where to get the real big, you know what I mean?
Excuse me, Gusto.
You dismissed.
Oh, come on, man.
Look, when I say go, you go. Brother, you seem easily upset.
That's hilarious. Hey, it's Steve Devotion here live on the Minnie Foxx Show. You can reach me at STEVO Devotion on Facebook or Gmail. You can hit me at StevoHeavenSent. Minnie Foxx Show live. Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half for our show. We are here today with Steve Devotion from Hollywood by way of Inglewood. And we were discussing earlier about the various celebrities that crossed your life and the inspirations that motivated you to do the things that you did. So I want to fast track to maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
What was going on for you at that point and who were you working with?
A couple of years back, I would say more than 2 years, maybe 3 years, I had the opportunity to work with Minnie Foxx.
Good.
And he's really a great guy. You know, people say a lot of negative things about these artists today, and he's a slash. The reason I say slash is because he sings, he writes, he plays, he's an actor, he's a great father. I saw him around his kids. I was lucky to be in the intimate side of his life because I would do special events at his home and everything. And he's a great guy, so that's very inspirational. And he's kind of like me because I do comedy too, and I do sing and I do act. But most of my focus is on singing and writing.
Okay. So it sounds like Jamie Foxx is one of your favorite artists.
Yeah, but he's been outbeat by somebody else too.
Okay, so who is that?
There's this guy that moves his head like this. His name is Stevie Wonder.
My Sherry,
And
your
Stevie
mom.
Wonder is
You ever sing
one
any
of my
Stevie's
favorite-
music?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. You could name it and I could sing it. It wouldn't matter.
What's one of your favorites that he does?
My Sharia Moore, Love in Need of Love.
Need a Love.
That's really a good one there. That one transcends to a more spiritual side and a more serious side of what we're going through in life.
So with the new album that you're working on, have you incorporated anything that comes close to what Stevie does?
No one will.
Okay.
Just being honest. There isn't anybody that's going to duplicate him. You know, we have a lot of fallen artists in the industry, and people say, well, who's going to take his place? We'll get some. No, no one's going to replace Stevie.
Right. That's like there's only one Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
There's one Whitney.
Yeah.
You know, there's one Donna Summer. There's one Steve Devotion.
Steve Devotion.
And there's one Minnie Foxx, though. Okay, so look, Stevie Wonder was here in Las Vegas about 2 months ago. He gave an amazing performance at the MGM Park.
Nice.
There wasn't an empty seat in the house.
I know it wasn't.
And that theater holds about 3,000 people. He did a beautiful rendition of one of the, I was going to say the thought that I can't think in my head now, one of the Beatles.
Wow.
You know, Imagination.
Yeah.
Yes, he did a rendition of Imagination. It will make you never think of the song the same way twice. When you're writing and you're singing, what is it that's like your signature that you put into your music to move a person, to make a person feel good? Because anytime you hear something in Stevie's, whether it's a love ballad or an up-tempo song, you feel a certain way. What is in your music that you feel does that for someone?
I write with passion, and I sing with passion. And it transcends. The funny thing about it is, I hear people sing all the time,
Right.
but I don't feel what they're saying. Like I could say to you, you are beautiful. And then I can say, oh, you're beautiful. And one of them means nothing. It's just the word you threw out there.
Right.
I don't throw out words. They mean something. When I say it, I pick and choose what I'm going to sing. And when I'm a person of words. So the dialect is very important when you're singing. That what you say, you mean it. And I think that's what Stevie Wonder does. I think a lot of time when he sings with so much meaning and so much passion that it transcends to people and they can feel it. It's like getting goosebumps all over.
Goosebumps. He gave goosebumps. Everybody was holding hands and singing and screaming and crying and everything. And then Johnny Gill got up there and was like, Johnny! And he threw something else on the stage. Johnny, you forgot it was a Stevie Wonder concert because you were all over the stage. But anyway, it was a great show and everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, right now I'm singing also with my church.
Okay.
I joined the church a few years back, and I never sang with the choir. And I jumped in and sang with the choir one time. And I've been singing a lot with them. But what I'm focusing on is writing something more positive, with more meaning, not so necessarily gospel, but something like what Stevie Wonder did with that Love in Need of Love song.
Okay.
The world needs more love today. You know, here we are trapped in this situation with our president. It's another topic, but
Another topic, another day, another story.
yeah. And you know, the world is like being torn apart. It's been like that for 500 years, you know. But I think what we need to do is send a better message than what some of these hip hop artists are sending out there. And it's important that they focus back on the Motown days. The lyrical content meant so much. Today it doesn't mean anything. Today it's all about the beat. And the beat doesn't send a good message. Because it's a message when you're talking to someone, and it's how they receive it as well. So I think that we got to get back to that.
Get
That's
back
what
to
I've
the
been
beat.
trying to do.
Well, we are delighted that you took time to come on the show. And one of the signature things that I do on the show is always toast to your success, I toast to your journey, and I toast to all the things that will be the blessings for you. I always ask my guests to make sure that they look out for the people as they move forward, because the blessings that you give someone else makes your blessings bigger. So over there is your glass. I'm going to reach for mine. I got the fancy glasses today.
Nice.
So we're going to toast once again to your success, Mr. Devotion. We're going to have this because it doesn't make a difference if you didn't sip it. Ooh, vodka and orange juice. No, I'm just kidding. It's cranberry juice with a little splash of grapefruit juice. I'm just kidding, y'all.
Well, I've got H2O.
H2O to the 3rd degree, right? So Vegas is an opportunity of a platform for you to come here, perform, create, and be very successful. Do you have any plans of coming to Las Vegas and letting us see what it is you have to do?
I'm very much interested.
Okay.
My agent right now is trying to get me booked at some of these casinos to perform live, so hopefully that will be the case.
Well, you tell your agent if he adds me into the pool. Since I know everybody here in Vegas, I'm just being funny. I would love to come and support you, send some people down, promote and market and help you out, whatever works. As long as I get that music video that you promised.
You know, we got that. That was a pinky promise.
That was a pinky promise.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I have to know, what is one of your favorite movies right now? Because this is a period of time that the industry is changing theatrically. So what is one of your favorite movies right now?
I don't have a favorite movie right now.
Okay.
I have an all-time favorite.
What's an all-time favorite?
The Gladiator
Oh,
or Troy. I like those kind of movies where the fighting was real.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Brad Pitt. Okay, so
Dude.
we like Brad Pitt two different ways, right?
I guess so.
Okay, so the Gladiators.
Yeah.
Was that because it was control and power, or?
No, for me, I think that battles were won the right way back then.
Okay.
Now they drop a bomb somewhere and kill a bunch of innocent people.
Okay.
You know, back then they went right there to the soldiers. If we win, then we take over your country. If we lose, then
Oh,
we just
well.
lost. Oh, well.
With that being said, as a man in power in Hollywood, and this musical industry is evolving, what could you say to our young people that's watching, that are following in your footsteps? What would be some advice that you would give them for staying power? Because what we've discussed today is that you've been here and you've continued to stay a momentum, where some people continue to do this.
Well, that comes with a message. So I have to tell you a story to get to the message, if that's okay with you. Okay, so I was signed to a deal with Arista under Radio Music Corporation. It was $1 million deal. And I was for sure this album was going to release and we were going to start videos and everything. But just like that We Too or Me Too movement, it's like that in this industry as well. And a lot of people are going to try to step on you, mow you down, and keep you from getting to where you need to go. But you have to stay rooted in what you believe. And it doesn't necessarily have to be God, but you need to find some substance about yourself to keep forward. My deal folded on me because I refused to bow down to some of the things. And then I was blackballed and my CD was never released. But here's what's important. God gives you a gift. And your gift, they can take everything else away from you, but they can't take away your gift. You stay rooted in your gift, and you believe that one day, sometime, you might be sitting with Minnie, interviewing, talking about what your up and coming is, for millions of people out there to hear and see what's going on in your life. That may catapult you into the next generation of music. And I believe that that's why I stayed rooted. Yeah, I've got the gray hair to prove that I've been through it. But I also have the talent that never left. And I stood on my gift, and that's what God blessed me with, my gift. No one can take that away. Stay grounded and believe that you will succeed in your career.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And as you all know, I always say hope, faith, and prayer is your power within. Together, you, us, and the world making the changes. Our talk show is to bring those of entertainment, business, beauty, the fashion, nightlife, community, and people from all over the world. Because guess what? Oprah, Ellen, and Phil can't have everybody. And the ones that they don't get to, Minnie does.
That's right.
That's been our show for today. I'm so excited again that you are here.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you. Going out there and make your journey last forever. Make your name a household name, even more so that all the new young people that are coming in will know exactly who Steve Devotion is. That's been our show. We'll see you next week.